Today I'm going to show you how to make this super easy loop knot for your fishing hooks, lures, and flies. Captain Chris Myers, Central Florida Sight Fishing Charters and Orlando Fly Casting Lessons. Welcome to my channel. If you're just joining us for the first time, there's lots of fishing information on this channel. Please become a subscriber so you can find all of my future videos delivered straight to your inbox. Today I'm going to show you the only loop knot I use for fishing. I use it for hooks, I use it for lures, I use it for flies. There are lots of different loop knots. This is the only one I have used for many years. The reason I use it is because it is very, very easy to tie. Some of the other knots take a lot more time, and I haven't found them to be any more secure. Never once have I ever had this knot come apart. I use it on small fish, medium fish. I've used it on 100-pound fish, and I tie this knot in lines from 8 to 100 pounds. And if you're using stuff lighter than that, I cannot attest to how that's going to hold up for you. But I do have lots of experience in 8 to 100 pounds with this knot right here. We call it the canoe man loop down here in Florida. I'm going to show you how to tie it. When I'm going to tie this knot, you can either start with the line putting through like normal, or you can hold it in your hand, begin the knot first, and then drop the line through at the end. We're going to put it through first. Leave yourself enough to work with. Step number one, right above the hook eye, make yourself a loop right behind the left. It does not matter how big or small this loop is. Make it something that's easy for you to work with. Right behind the left, pinch it off with your left thumb and forefinger at the bottom. There's loop number one. We're going to make another loop the same way, right behind the left, right behind the left. So I'm forming this loop. You can see that this bottom piece here is coming in front of my hand. I generally make them the same size. You do not have to, but let's just try first making them the same size. Then put the right loop through the left loop. Through it, I'm pinching both of them with just my thumb and first finger right through the left, from the bottom through the top like this. Then I just lift up this finger real quick, pinch this down. That holds the entire knot secure while I'm finishing it. Now, I'm going to come down to my tag end here, and I'm going to take this, tilt it over. This was the loop that I made second. This was the one that was in my right hand. I put it through the left loop. I'm going to put this up from the bottom, out the top. Do not come from the top, down through, bottom out the top. So now you can see that what's making the loop is not the loops we first made. The loop on the hook is this down here, and now I can control how big or small I want that by pulling on this tag end. And I generally do not want them very large. When I'm going to tighten this tag end must point back down towards the hook point. I can let all this go, just begin pulling up with my right hand. When it is secured properly, this tag end will be pointing back down towards the hook. It will not be pointing up, which means it's going to pull apart on you. Make sure it is pointing down, and just give yourself just enough room so that you're not getting, you can freely move around. You don't need big, gigantic loops on your hooks. A nice small loop will do the trick. And to show you how this is tied at a more normal pace, I put it through right behind left, right behind left, right through left, up from the bottom, out the top, point it back down, pull, and there is a super fast, very secure loop knot I use on all my fishing charters. That's how I tie my canoe man loop knot. If you'd like to learn about other knots that I tie, such as how to tie two pieces of line together, check out my knot tying playlist right here.